Boys, outside nightclub, the mic boys, in super blue jackets, yeah. Listeners, keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. Press A. If you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps. It's gonna be crap.
It's week 7 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Eagles and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this returnable for Hill. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They hand it off to Mostert. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now to it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's complete to Williams. Ball to gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was going to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it.
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll try it now with Swift, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw hauled in by Croft. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith here. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. On 1st down, Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's got this down to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 2 now on first down. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. 2 to throw again. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Tua, the final shot before half. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Derek Carr, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, our friend Alan Rhodes cannot wait for this one. It's the Niners and Vikings from Minnesota at 8:15 Eastern Time. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll be a a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play action, now it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Tua. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. 2nd in the NFL with 16 sacks in his first season with the Eagles in 2022.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out and out come the Eagles. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Nice move. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Hurts on the option right. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now it's the backup Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mariota. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On third down, Mariota. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 11. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with the defense out at timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you want a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead.
Sky boy, 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 sky boys. Outside nightclub, the might boys. In super new jackets, yeah. Mid-teens, keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. Press A. If you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps. It's gonna be crap.